The entire 5 years of me doing content creation, or like more like 3 years of me doing content creation, seriously, everybody has always been asking me about my chest. Yo, what do you do for your chest? What type of exercise do you do for your chest? How many chest days do you have in a week? What do you eat? Listen, bro, it's not that deep. I have just been doing, and I kid you not, a couple of things to grow my chest. And you don't even need that much knowledge for it. It's very, very simple. Let me explain in today's video how you can build your chest with just this one exercise. And that is push-ups. I've been doing push-ups for literally about, how long now? I think my entire career of training in general, right? So I've been training for about 5 years now, almost 6 years, probably around 6 years. And I've been doing push-ups every single one of those years consistently, at least 2 times a week. Now, the thing about push-ups is that they build crazy amounts of muscle if you do it right. Now, a lot of people think, yeah, I do push-ups right, but the secret is you actually don't do push-ups right at all. Most of y'all do push-ups right, like the form is right, everything is right, but you do push-ups like you are doing a dumbbell bench press. And what do I mean with that? You're doing 3 sets of 12. Bro, you ain't gonna be building no muscle with push-ups with 3 sets of 12, bro. You gotta actually take it so far to where you're genuinely concerned about your chest ripping. Now, of course, that sounds a little extreme, right? But this is what I personally did. I took my reps so high, from anywhere from 500 to 1500 push-ups per training session of push-ups. And that was literally my entire workout for my chest, and that is what I've always done. Now, for the previous years, yes, I have been including more incline bench press on the Smith machine and more weighted push-ups, stuff like that, and a lot of weighted dips as well. But what started my chest gain in the beginning? Push-ups. Just regular fucking push-ups. It's not that complicated, and anybody can do it from home today. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you these push-up variations that I did for 6 years consistently now, and that have gotten my chest the size that it is now, and how you can do the same. Now, before we start, I do have to be honest. My chest is probably a genetic strong suit in my physique, right? Like, I've never really had to do any type of real effort when it comes to chest training. So yes, my chest is probably genetically gifted a little bit more than with other people. For example, my arms have always been lagging. Since I've started doing real arm training, my arms are growing. So this might not work for you, but I want you to give it a try. And even if you do this beside all your weight work or your weighted dips work or all your chest day work when it comes to the gym and weight training, this can really benefit it even more and really elevate those gains even more. So I'm gonna show you these exercises that I did consistently for this past 6 years. See the gains I have today. So first off, we have the classic weighted push-up. Now look, weighted push-up is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most effective chest exercises that you can do in all of chest exercises. I'm gonna argue that it's even better than the bench press, than the dumbbell press, than all that other shit. The reason why is because you can modify it to the perfect chest exercise ever. When you're doing a regular weighted push-up like you see me doing right here, perfectly fine. But if you want to elevate it even more to really get that stretch and all the science-based shit going on, you can grab a pair of parallettes, put your feet on an elevated surface, and go all the way down until you get that deep stretch and push up until you get that tight squeeze. That is literally bodybuilding. Now you're doing it with calisthenics though. That is basically what I call a bodyweight bodybuilder, right? So what you want to do is have these calisthenics exercises in your routine that mimic bodybuilder style training to see the most results in your muscle gain journey. So of course, I haven't always been doing that for the longest. I've basically been focusing on endurance style calisthenics and doing a lot of high reps, which I'm going to get into later. All this other shit that doesn't really have to do anything with building muscle, even though it did build muscle. But the weighted push-up, you can make it however difficult you would like to make it and however comfortable you would like to make it for yourself to gain as much progress in it yourself. So for example, I prefer you starting off with 22 pounds weighted push-ups and going for pretty high reps, because the bodyweight push-up, you're going to do them for high reps too. The reason why is because if you do bodyweight push-ups for 3 sets of 10, you're not going to see no fucking results with that if you're already kind of advanced. If you're a beginner, that's totally fine. But if you're kind of advanced, you're not going to be seeing results with it because that's not enough stimulus to really build muscle and to fatigue your muscles, right? You got to take it close to failure in order to see a bit of growth. So what you got to do is take it really far, like 50, 60, 70 a set in order to really gain muscle with it. But with weighted, you can change that because you have weights on your back and you can lower the reps this way and take it to failure easier or like closer than you would do with a body weight set, for instance, right? So what I want you to do is get a 22-pound plate, put it on your back. You have enough range of motion, especially if you have these small plates instead of a big bumper plate. It might happen that your scapula gets in the way and you can't really go as deep. But if you get a small 22-pound plate and you just put it on your back and you just do a lot of reps with it, that's gonna guarantee you a lot of results. I've been doing that for like a long ass time as well. And bro, my chest is like my best body part, and it's because of all those push-ups. So I want you to do push-ups with 22 pounds on your back, doing full routines that you would usually do with body weight, but now with those 22 pounds. It's really gonna help you out. Then the second exercise is deep decline push-ups. Now we talked about this with the way to push-up as well. When you put your feet elevated and you grab a pair of parallettes, right? You can really modify it to basically mimic a type of fly, or basically mimic a deep dumbbell press. That's exactly what this is, basically. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're basically mimicking like a cambered bar incline press. A cambered bar is basically this bar that has like this dent in it, like this elevated surface in it that goes below the chest, right? So that you can get a deeper stretch. That's basically what you're doing right here. But guess what? With this, you don't need a cambered bar. You don't need dumbbells. You just do it with your body weight, and you take it to failure whenever you hit failure. Whenever you hit failure, that is your failure, right? So that is what you should take it to every single time. But when you add weight, this point of failure will be achieved sooner, which makes the workout a little bit shorter, of course, and it makes it a little bit more effective for you to gain progress, and it's also measurable. But I prefer every fucking time do the decline deep push-up and watch your chest gains absolutely go insane, creating that insane deep stretch that is going to result into building muscle. It's just inevitable, bro. Like, you're gonna build muscle if you take this close to failure. High reps, with low reps, with moderate reps, weighted. You can do them body weight or with the resistance bands on your back. You can do whatever you want to. You can modify it however you would like to modify it, and you can gain progress with it like that. And the thing about decline push-ups is that it targets the upper chest, and we all know, I've talked about it in multiple videos, the upper chest is such an important muscle group to actually build that really nice aesthetic physique, right? Because when you add your upper chest, you can see the separation between your collarbone and the chest and the shoulders, and you're gonna start to look very attractive in, let's say, low-cut t-shirts or tank tops or some type of open button shirt. It's gonna make you look very attractive, bro. So if you want that as well, train the upper chest more. And the best way for me to do that is definitely with decline push-ups, keeping your back straight though, so that you can really isolate that upper chest. And it's basically like a fly. It's gonna feel like a fly to you. So try that out and let me know how that goes. Then we have exercise number 3, and that is the decline diamond push-up. Now again, the upper chest is so important, right? This is another exercise that you should pair with the previous exercise to really make the ultimate combination. The reason why is because the decline deep push-up, which I talked about earlier, creates the stretch, right? And the squeeze is good too, but it creates the stretch. It's a stretch-based exercise. But the decline diamond is a squeeze-based exercise because at the lowering part, there's not that much stretch when you at the ground. But when you push all the way up and your hands are close together, you get that crazy upper chest squeeze, right? That is what we want to create in order to have crazy chest gain. So you want to pair the deep push-up with the diamond push-up, decline together, so that you can make a shit ton of progress in your overall chest gains. And don't let it get it twisted. When you do upper chest push-ups, like decline push-ups or pike push-ups or Hindu push-up, which all focus the upper chest, it's not only going to be focusing on your upper chest. You got to understand that. A lot of people get that misinformed. It's like, yo, when I do upper chest training, it's only going to be training my upper chest and my lower chest is not going to grow. It's incorrect. Your whole entire chest is going to grow from incline training. The only thing is, it's going to be targeting the upper chest a little bit more. This is the reason why I never really do lower chest work anymore, apart from dips, because I don't fucking need to do that. Like, you don't need to isolate your lower chest. Okay, if you have the worst chest genetics in the world, you have like a fucking dimple in the middle, you got a flat ass chest, okay, go ahead and do some lower chest flies, right? Or do some dips, push up, do every single angle. But when you have an okay chest or even a below average chest, focus on that upper chest. It's gonna bring your chest aesthetics to the next level. And it's also gonna be helping with your overhead presses because your upper chest is also a helping factor in overhead presses. So yeah, the decline diamond push up, go as deep as you can, but when you go up, squeeze that fucking upper chest as hard as you can when you at that upper position, right? And I want you to really like put your hands inward to really create that crazy squeeze in the upper chest. You're gonna see crazy results from this, I'm telling you. Then we have the last push-up variation, the last exercise, and that is high rep push-ups, basically endurance calisthenics push-ups. Now this is what I've been doing for the longest compared to any of these other exercises, right? And the reason why is because the high endurance push-up, the high rep endurance push-up allows you to go to crazy amounts of reps. And when you do crazy amounts of reps, especially with body weight, that is when you tear the muscle up. Now, of course, you can do it with like harder variations, but let's say I held a gun to your head right now and you had to do the basic variations only, which I basically do. So there's probably a gun to my head right now, but when you do that, you gotta go to the high reps. You cannot stick to 12 reps of just body weight squats or push-ups or pull-ups. This counts for every body weight exercise, by the way. You cannot stick to the basic ass fucking low reps and shit. You gotta eventually take it there, or take it to a high level. I actually have my Bars Only Academy, which is a private fitness community I'm launching in January 1st. I actually have programs on this, right? So I basically teach people on how to really get that crazy rep level endurance going to build muscle with that. That's basically what I do. I have a 5-day challenge in there. It's going to be insane. A lot of people are going to be joining. So the high rep push-up is very underrated. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't believe in it. People think it's stupid because high reps is like, oh, that's only for endurance. But a lot of people, they don't get that when you take your muscle close to failure, even though it's low rep, moderate reps, or high reps, you're going to build muscle with it. And of course, it's going to feel like cardio at first because you're not used to high ass reps. You're not used to that, right? When I first started doing that, which was my first ever workout, my first ever workout was all street workout, high rep shit. I was like, yo, this is like cardio. This feels like I'm running or some shit because you're doing so many reps at the time, right? This is what I want you to actually learn in order to first off build endurance, of course, but to also take your chest out of the comfort zone, because I bet that most bodybuilders cannot follow a routine that I would do. A regular routine that I would do outside with the pull-up bar and the fucking ground. No bodybuilder could complete that. Everybody would be like, okay, I'm gonna throw up. We not doing this no more. But this is what actually has built my physique. A lot of people think that the low rep shit has built my physique or the isolation that I add on the side. No, the real basics about my physique, everything that you see on my body right here is from these basic ass reps, bro. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years. Now, I have a bunch of friends who actually did this as well, right? This friend that I've had a while ago, right? He sent me a couple of videos of him doing muscle up with 5 kg. He did push-ups like a while ago, bro. He was actually gaining progress quick as fuck. Reason why is because when you put your muscles in such a high rep range, you're asking it to adapt. You need to adapt when you do such high reps. That's what I've done for years on straight. I have another friend who also does this, right? He also did this for like a long ass time. Push-ups, pull-ups, and dips is what we used to focus on, especially pull-ups and push-ups. Insane. The reason why is because every single time you need to go outside your comfort zone. Your regular 12 to 13 reps is not counting no more, bro. We going to 30 to 40 every single set with minimal rest. You're destroying your muscle fibers. Now, this is what I want you to do. If you want these results for yourself, go down below to my Instagram page, DM me the word access so that I can give you early access to the Bars Only Academy before it even launched, so that you can already benefit from all the programs in there and start talking with me personally to get you to the next level. If you're interested in that, link is in the bio right now, and I'll see you in the next video.